here we go.
I will massacre you! We're here to fuck shit up. Oh, good for you! I'll smack you in the mouth!
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Injustice for All podcast. I'm Mac.
And I'm Mike G.
And welcome back to the shitty show.
Shitty show with shitty weather.
Yeah. Actually, I was surprised that it got so bad today.
I had to put on jeans.
What a fucking Greek tragedy.
So, what do you have that's hot off the stove?
Well, first of all, I had another update.
Okay.
Was about our best boyfriend, Justy.
He must be our mascot, Juicy.
Just the Smollett. So earlier today, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but a judge had ordered all the records sealed immediately
For what?
for him making those false claims about the racial attack.
Sealed. Why?
No, they were unsealed.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Previously, that Kim Fox bitch, she was the one that sealed them, which was very unusual. So a judge did order them unsealed. So the details of that case are going to come out pretty soon.
Okay.
But the best part is the reason they were unsealed is because Jesse's behavior is what got them unsealed.
What did you do now?
So when you're found innocent of a crime or anything like that, it would make sense that the particulars of that case would be sealed. Because if you weren't responsible for it or if you never met charges for it. However, him interacting with the media the way he did led the judge to believe that he had no expectation of privacy. Because before the facts came to light, he was wildly public on a Good Morning America. And even after all that shit happened, he did that stupid bullshit interview about, like, I've been fully exonerated and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what fucked him. Yep. So his case is going to be unsealed.
Nice.
And all the facts are going to come out.
Good for him.
I cannot wait
Really?
to find out. Because the cop said there's way more shit in the files than what the public knows.
Good.
So this is going to be great.
And I hope it goes public.
No, it is. It is going fully
But
public.
I mean, like, the media actually does its job and reports on it and shows that this guy is a fucking liar. And then all the retards that were following this guy are dipshits.
Yes.
For believing this guy.
Yes. I 1000% agree. I mean, that's fucking me and you both said we didn't believe it even before they proved it wrong. Just once I heard there's two white supremacists who apparently watch fucking Empire walking around Chicago at 2:30 in the morning with bleach and a rope.
In a blizzard.
Yeah, looking for some, hey, there's the faggot.
Yeah.
The black faggot. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's not happening. Oh, it's MAGA country, really?
Yeah.
How many people are wearing MAGA hats watching Empire?
None.
Yeah, I'm gonna wager 0.
Yeah.
That's my bet.
So what else you got on the updates?
That's it for updates, just because Jussie Smollett. But I did talk to you earlier. Like, so anybody who's listening to this obviously knows that I'm a rabid anti-feminist.
Okay.
Yeah. So because I'm not allowed on any of the feminist websites anymore.
Oh yeah, you said you had some sauce there.
Oh yeah. So a friend of mine posted on her timeline some bullshit standard fucking retarded feminist meme, and it bugs the fuck out of me that people look at this shit and like think it's poignant or sharp or anything like that. So I'm gonna read it real quick.
Okay.
So it's just a white screen with black lettering, and it says, "Women urged to carry keys between their fingers. Women urged to cover their drinks at all times. Women urged to not get drunk around men. Women urged to not walk alone at night. Women urged to carry pepper spray. Can we please urge men not to sexually assault women?"
Yes.
Does anybody think that's a fucking good point? When I read that to you, what do you think about that?
It sounds like something that you would hear in school that just is unobtainable.
Well, what that implies
Yeah.
is that there's some dudes walking around.
Just waiting to rape.
Well, not only that, but have just never been told not to rape bitches.
Hey, you shouldn't rape. Really?
Oh my God.
Was I? I'm not allowed to do that?
Thank God you said that.
Yeah.
What
Oh, because I've been waiting for this girl to jog by so I could rape her in these bushes. But now that you told me,
I didn't know what I was doing was all out of bounds.
you know what? I think I'm gonna pick up another shipped at Costco.
You know what? Now that you mentioned it, I've been super out of pocket lately. But so
So it's kind of It's just, yeah.
It implies that society as a whole doesn't urge against sexual assault of women, which is the most retarded
sounds like
fucking bullshit. Women patting themselves on the fucking
It
back.
sounds like a woman
trash.
wrote that. A woman wrote that.
I swear to God, if a dude wrote this, I want to deep dick him.
No, that's definitely written by a woman.
So I got involved, as I often do,
Yeah.
with these types of situations. So immediately I wrote, yeah, because they said, can we please urge men not to sexually assault women? And I put, yeah, we do. It's called Laws and Consequences. And so she wrote back, seems like laws and consequences are more like a slap on the wrist. And I was like, oh, really? For rape? Okay. And I was like, so I looked up the California rape laws here. And I was like, so the California sentencing for rape is 3, 6, or 8 years, depending on the severity or degree of the crime.
Okay.
So I put, I don't think 3, 6, or 8 year sentence is a slap on the wrist. And immediately she didn't have anything to say to that, but immediately she just posted a video of Philip DeFranco talking about the Brock Turner case.
Okay.
Do you know who Brock Turner is?
No.
Okay, so Brock Turner was a Stanford swim team kid,
Oh, yeah.
and he was caught fooling around with some
Multiple
unconscious-
times.
No, just
no?
once. No, he apparently after a party one night, he was behind a dumpster with some unconscious woman, and 2 kids caught him.
Yeah.
And he was arrested, and he ended up getting 6 months in jail. And people thought that was a grave injustice. He was caught raping some chick, so she posted that. And there's a lot of details to that case that just never made it to public, and people just assume crazy shit.
Yeah.
People assume that he was back there just raping a fucking unconscious woman. Mm-hmm. It's not what was going on.
Yeah.
He was sexually groping an unconscious woman, which, by the way, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's a good dude. He is absolutely a bag of dog shit.
Yeah.
And 6 months in jail, does he deserve more? More likely, yeah. And if you had left him alone, would he have escalated to something else? Probably. So
More
I
than
think he does
likely.
deserve more time. But at the end of the day, his dad's well connected. And he was only caught sexually groping a woman.
Yeah. I mean, if you have money and you can pay for the lawyers, you can get away with everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
But I put, so she posted that video. I go, yeah, Brock Turner is a piece of shit. Notice how nobody ever defends him. But there's some facts of the case nobody mentions. He wasn't found raping the woman. Can you argue he was going to escalate to raping her? Absolutely. But that's not what happened. He was found sexually groping the woman. That's sexual assault, not rape. And his well-connected father are the reasons that he got a light conviction. That's what I put. And I'm like, but to paint or imply society as a whole brushing off rape as boys will be boys, and that society doesn't urge against rape is flat out dishonest. Mm-hmm. I'm like, society doesn't urge against rape; it flat out condemns it.
Yeah.
And then after that, no answer.
She didn't apologize?
I don't need an apology. I just need people to stop saying retarded shit. That just
Yeah.
makes you, like, saying shit like that. Like, even though I know it's not true, somebody else who doesn't know what the fuck's going on might think it is. Like, oh my God, dudes are just told it's okay to rape.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking retarded.
Yeah. Just ill-informed. Just
It's
people that are...
beyond ill-informed.
Yeah.
It's flat out irresponsible to talk like that.
I mean, that's the same with all these people that are outraged in Alabama over the abortion law.
Well, the thing is with abortion is I like the idea of killing babies, but I don't like the idea of giving women a choice. So I'm in between.
Yeah. Well, it's just, you have to be informed. You have to know, if you're going to go to a rally and you're going to chant and you're going to make your little sign and everything, you have to know what the fuck you are talking about. Because just seeing people from, what would you call it, the right or the conservative edge.
The pro-life edge or whatever you
Well,
want to
just
call it.
these people that are conservatives, they're reporters, they're going in and they're asking these people, why are you here? And they say, women's rights.
Are you talking about that InfoWars
Yeah, the
video?
InfoWars girl.
I saw that. I think I know the video you're talking about. It was fucking, in contrast of the two sides, it's like, I'm telling anybody who's listening to this, if you're pro-choice, you need to do whatever you can to ring in your fucking psychos because they're not making your side look good. No. This fucking chick just walked up, super polite.
Oh, yeah.
Super nice, trying to talk to pro-choice advocates, and they just were the biggest batch of fucking retards I've ever seen. They're just like, let's just scream and say fuck you and don't answer any questions. And she didn't talk to them hostility. Like, she didn't have any hostility in her voice.
No.
She wasn't asking loaded questions. All she asked is like, can you please explain your side and what you believe in?
Or why are you here?
Exactly.
And then people go, oh, you're from InfoWars. I can't answer any questions. You're toxic. And they have little keywords that they say that they heard off of something they saw on Facebook, they saw on YouTube, and they hang on to these key little things. Or they say, Alex Jones, he's crazy. This young girl...
Black helicopters.
Yeah. They're making our frogs gay.
Yeah. Black helicopters coming by my house and making me gay.
So-
I suck 12 dicks.
So, you're talking about Joe Rogan? Anyway, so...
I've done DMT and sucked dicks.
So it's just it's shockingly terrifying to see grown adults just be outrageous and to say certain things, and you're just like, you're not educated at all. Why are you here? No. Why are you making these decisions? And you're ruining it for all of us.
Everybody.
So for someone like me who I have like more of a logical look at things, people could say it's a little bit too extreme. But it just, I don't like that there's these people that are out there that are hoopla and they're saying, oh no, all these men are trying to rape us and make us have their children. And it's, no, that's not what we're trying to say. And if you don't like what your piece of dirt has decided for a rule, then you need to move.
To another piece of dirt.
Just go to a different piece of dirt. Yeah. Or you didn't do a good job. It's as if we had a camp of 10 people and we decided, okay, you're going to fish and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. You don't like it, go off and go do your own camp. Because the camp has chosen, just like Survivor. We've all voted and you're off the island now. You don't like it? Too bad. Everybody voted. You have to get off the island. That's it. It's clear and simple, but they don't like it because it wasn't their decision. And a lot of these people didn't vote on the shit that they're fucking mad about.
No, they didn't. They don't even live in the fucking state. They're not even available to vote for the shit they disagree with.
Just like all the people that are mad about Donald Trump being our president. They're mad. Did you vote? No, I didn't. Why? Oh, because it doesn't matter. Well, you have no fucking horse in the race. You don't. You don't like me pointing at you?
No. I was worried you were going to bounce your teeth off the table.
But it just... If you don't participate in the fight, then you can't talk about the results of the fight. And you're lacking education in that sense. Your thoughts?
Like when you say that, immediately, like I agree with that 100%. But okay. Like immediately, I think of that old George Carlin bit. Okay. He's like, I didn't go out to vote. I didn't do anything. He goes. However, you caused all this. So I see it from both ends.
Yeah.
Like, yes, while at the same time they could protest against it because they didn't vote against it, you can still point the barrel at the same other direction. Mm-hmm. That just says you did vote for this kind of thing. And in a comedy aspect, it's way funnier. But in a realistic aspect, you're full of shit. You if you didn't agree with any of this, you could have stopped it when you could have.
And if you don't agree with it, you have to have your facts in line, in check. You have to know the full spectrum of the thing that you are talking about if you're going to revolt against it. You can't just have a few key words and say, toxic, or just, you have just a few little, what would you call those? Buzzwords.
Yeah.
And then that's what you're basing your whole ideal off of.
Yeah. And particularly, a lot of it is, essentially, if you want to get down to it, it's propaganda. Mm-hmm. Like I told you, before there was a couple of research projects that came out that says, so what happened is a lot of these researchers, I think the smallest pool I've heard so far is over 2,000 people. Mm-hmm. And what they did is they gave people 3 questionnaires to answer. So one of them was you had to answer this questionnaire as a typical conservative. One of them you answered as a typical liberal. And one of them you answered as yourself. And they had already asked you questions prior to this questionnaire to figure out if you were liberal, conservative, independent, or whatever. Okay. And what they found out at the end of this, and this is the smallest pool I knew about, was 2,000, was conservatives understand liberals and their point of view. They understand where they're coming from. Okay. However, liberals do not understand conservatives at all, and in fact attribute way more malice when it comes to fucking conservatives. Yeah. They look at conservatives as evil.
Yeah.
And it's Like that really explains a lot of their behavior. And like it's just flat out fucking wrong.
So the libs think that the conservatives are way too extreme.
Well, that's why they call them Nazis and crazy shit.
Yeah, but then the conservatives see where the liberals are coming from. And
We just think they're fucking stupid.
yeah, they're just ill-informed and
they're
lacking education.
their altruism, their
Yeah.
phony altruism gets ahead of them when it comes to being fucking realistic. Is really what it is.
Yeah.
They're so obsessed with being progressive or
Just
tolerant.
everybody
and
just needs to get
understanding to
along.
the point where it's to
Maybe
their
if
own
we tell the
detriment.
rapist, don't rape,
Yeah.
they'll stop raping.
You know what? Maybe we should tell guys not to do meth.
Oh, yeah.
And that would solve a lot of shit.
There you go. Hey, black guys, stop having children at a wetlock and leaving the mothers. Can you just stop?
Well, I'm just glad you didn't say undesirables.
Yeah.
But like that's what it comes down to. That's why you see all these fucking liberals act like fucking retards.
Yeah.
When it comes to anybody trying to probe their ideas, because number one, their herd mentality doesn't allow dissent. If you dissent from the herd,
Yeah.
you are ostracized from the said herd.
That's so weird.
Whereas, it doesn't make sense though.
Oh, it makes perfect sense. But I think it's funny that they want all this equality and all this shit, and as soon as you veer off,
Well, the best thing about it, though, is with all these liberals and their fucking, their purity Olympics that they have all the time, it's just going to narrow and narrow and narrow their pool of
Yeah.
supporters. Because over time, people are going to come across an issue that they can't agree with them with. Like, no, this is fucked up. I'm not going to agree with you on it. And they're going to go, you're a Nazi. You're out of here. Like,
Yeah.
fucking, that's what's going to happen. They're going to throw more people out over time. And then people are going to see that, like, wow, yeah, these are some fucking crazy zealots. You need to stay away from these fucking people. And that's why, like, the internet in its entirety, the internet by standard is super against all this SJW fucking progressive horse shit. Is because people see it's almost religious. But it's like a really old fucking religious doctrine, like where like if you don't believe there was actually a Noah's Ark, you're a fucking heretic. Like
Yeah.
if you don't think a man lived to be 900
Yeah.
and built a boat that had 2 of every single animal on it,
oh yeah,
you're a heretic.
yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know. It scares me to see the liberal, because I don't think that what you're saying is that their pool is going to get smaller,
it is.
but you have this education system, just like you were saying before, is that they're growing the liberals.
Well,
They're growing them,
Like-
and these children are not paying attention. They're balls deep in their phone.
they're indoctrinated.
Yeah,
through
and then
college.
they just go, yeah, man, like this is the way everybody could work together. Women are just as good as guys, and then you got these fucking beta omega males that are they're saying like men need to shut up and listen to women, dude.
The best part about
Fuck
that is
you.
that like those dudes, they're not getting fucked.
No, they're not, but they're there, dude. They're
But
there,
they'll
and
die
there's
off.
more of them.
Their weak DNA will die off with their stupid, fucking idiotic ideology. For the
Yeah.
most part, some of them
It's
might be
rough.
able to trick some broads into getting laid by being a wolf in sheep's clothing. But
Yeah.
until then, it's only real ass dudes with fucking that are getting laid.
Yeah.
Like if you look at feminists and who their boyfriends are, they date fucking bikers and
Yeah.
shit. Like they don't fucking date, Chet, who's in, fucking lesbian dance theory major. Like they
Yeah.
date fucking Rick, who rides a Harley.
So there
He
is
fucking slaps her around when she gets out of line.
there is hope. There is hope.
Yes.
Locally, we have what is it? There's a bunch of fruit picking around here because there's farms and stuff.
Agriculture.
Yeah, so everybody's coming over here this weekend to pick their fruit.
Yeah, cherries particularly this week. Yeah.
And I rode my bike by it. It was absolute chaos. Almost died twice. They were Asian drivers. They were staring at me, driving straight at me.
That's the thing, though. A lot of Asians from San Francisco come out here to fucking
love
pick
that shit.
cherries. Like I didn't know Asians
There
were
was an
super into
excessive
cherries.
amount of Honda Odysseys and Teslas.
There's a lot of spoilers in that parking lot.
So what I thought was funny is a buddy of mine said that there was a post that someone made in like the East Bay, whatever. It was on Facebook, I believe. And she was at a local Mexican restaurant, La Costa, and saw that she posted, she was like, oh, all these fruit and cherry pickers are all located here. Like I could see that they've all arrived. And people were outraged because she said that. They were assuming that she was saying that all the Mexicans are at La Costa. And she's like, no, that's not the case at all.
They were Asians.
Yeah, she's like, there are tourists that came over, that she could see that the abundance of people that are not from here, the tourists, with all their fruit buckets, are all sitting at La Costa.
Who spent a lovely day picking fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just how quickly everybody jumps to conclusions, or they just want to be problematic. They want to be, aha, you are a racist.
Well, that's a lot of people. Well, cancel culture is what we're talking about. Then they want to cancel that person because cancel culture is what I call it. Like they want to cancel people, like they do online or fucking to media personalities. They want to cancel that person because they found a chink in the armor. Not even if it's a real chink, but just something they can expose to elevate their own perception of altruism. Like, look how progressive I am. I called this person out because I look how great I am.
And they throw out those buzzwords.
Yep.
Just to get recognition.
There's a great update that fucking punches cancel culture right in its stupid fucking faggot face.
Okay.
James Charles.
Yes.
Remember we talked about that?
Yeah, the makeup guy.
The makeup guy. So we talked previously, this gay makeup guy, this kid, he's 19, super pretty gay kid. I'd fuck him. He could trick me.
Yeah.
But so he went through the fucking ringer over cancel culture, over some really, like, when I heard the charges against them, really, in social court anyway, or culture court, they weren't that bad. It's just he hits on straight guys.
Yeah.
And
he tries to turn them.
he tries to turn gay or straight guys.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, how many dudes hit on lesbians?
Yeah.
Like you tell, like, some of these idiot friends of ours, like, if we tell them, like, oh, that chick's a lesbian, like, oh, not till they had my dick. Like, like, they say crazy shit, and you're like, okay, like, she's got a buzz cut. Good luck, But
Well, it's definitely worked.
I'm sure it has.
Yeah.
But and I'm sure what James Charles has done has worked too. Some guy just wiping his lips off, just like, oh, that was a bad idea. I wasn't into that at all. But so he came out. Well, he's already been out.
Yeah.
I mean, but he put out a video.
Oh yeah.
Where he addressed Tati, the chick, the motherly figure that originally
that brought him into the YouTube world,
and that's the one that exposed him. And there's another super makeup dude named Jeffree Star. I know you've seen him before.
Have I?
Yes, guaranteed. Okay. He looks like a tranny to me, or trans to me, but he's not. You can look him up. But he came out against James Charles as well. However, Jeffree Star. You can look him up right now. However, Jeffree Star has far more skeletons in his fucking closet than anything that James Charles has ever done.
Spells his name like a fucking tweak anyways.
No, he looks like a tweak.
Jeffree.
Is that how he spells it?
Yeah.
What a fucking autistic.
Yeah.
But so that guy, like, I already knew for a while that Jeffree Star was a piece of shit because he just acts like a fucking prick. But so either way, Jeffree Star had come out against James Charles as well. Well, James Charles put out this long video where he plays their videos and stops them and addresses each of their fucking, I guess we'll call it, cultural charges against them.
Okay.
And fucking comes at them with receipts.
Ooh.
Fucks their shit up.
Yeah.
James Charles is fully redeemed in my book. He ain't done shit wrong, ever. Because one of the big things that Tati brought up about him trying to manipulate fucking straight kids was they were at a restaurant in Seattle and the waiter was hot and James Charles was hitting on him. And fucking she said, like, you can't hit on him, he's straight. He's like, oh, it's no big deal, I'm famous.
Yeah.
Like, that was an inside joke between her and all of their friends. Like, that was like, it sounds like something we would say.
Okay.
But so either way, like, he ended up getting this kid into his hotel room or vice versa, whatever. And Jeffree Star had come out and said, like, he went into his hotel room and wouldn't leave for 45 minutes. Like, he was trying to force it on the kid. That fucking waiter came out and made a video and said, no, I gave him my number and we were talking. I told him I was bi at the time. He was bi-curious or whatever. Yeah. And
I'm just a little bi-curious.
Yeah. I just think that motorcycle episode from South Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, bike curious.
Yeah.
Fags. But so what happened was he's like, no, I texted James Charles and had him come to my room. We made out for 45 minutes. Nothing really happened. But he's like, and by the way, James Charles is a shitty kisser. He's like, but at no time did I ever feel pressured into anything.
Yeah.
And so that wrecked that was the biggest charge against him.
Oh.
And like a couple, like another celebrity named like Zarna Wilson. She's some piece of shit singer who's not even good enough for me to know who the fuck she is.
Okay.
Who the fuck she is. She said that James Charles had texted her boyfriend numerous times and that was trying to hit on a straight guy through Instagram DMs. And he's like, no, I hit him up once when he wasn't dating you. He just posted some shirtless picture, and I just said, you're really hot, and that's it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he pulled up how she met her boyfriend was she posted his shirtless pictures, the very same picture that James Charles fucking replied to him with.
Yeah.
And said, what's your name? How old are you? Do you have children? Are you straight? And like she reposted his picture, and then can I get your number? Can I get the back of your head is ridiculous, girl. But so that's how she met him.
Yeah.
Was doing some crazy outlandish shit.
Okay.
And to the very same picture. Like, dude, he fucked up everybody's accusations against him.
Oh, good.
He dropped them all.
Good.
But the thing is like, he already dropped 3 million subscribers in a matter of hours.
Okay.
Like, cancel culture already hit him, but now he's going to bounce back, and I hope Tati, I hope Jeffree Star, I hope you, like, now that, like, some of the shit is coming out, both of them have made videos about like, oh, we need to be above all this drama and just drop it and start healing. Yeah, I bet, bitch, because you don't want the fucking blowtorch, because a blowtorch is heading towards your fucking face.
Yeah.
Like, that's
so
how you're
they're
like,
trying to like save face.
oh, Jeffree Star, big time. Because people brought up, like, he was like, this is disgusting. And he called James Charles a danger to society. Meanwhile, somebody pulled up, he did a music video and a rap song back in the day called Straight Boys, where he talked about he wants straight boys to have blood in their boxers when he's done with them.
Jesus.
Yeah. If Jeffree Star is listening to this, which I know you are, I want to put blood in your mouth.
Yeah.
From beating the fuck out of you, you fucking idiot. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't like how he spells his name.
I don't give a fuck how he spells his name. By the time I'm done with him, he won't be able to spell.
So, problematic people? You had a little thing about
Problematic.
posts and people jumping to conclusions.
Well, that was it. Like that, Tati posted that 45-minute video that was filled with just manipulation of the facts, just tweaked fucking perspectives, and immediately society just picked up and fucking 100 miles per hour ran with it.
Yeah.
And then we find out it's all fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's not like me and you were in the fucking beauty community or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just like, he dropped 3 million fucking subscribers in a matter of hours. That's mainstream news. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, no one's ever dropped that amount. Like, he lost like 19 or 21% of his overall audience, and like
wow.
over fucking nothing, over what amounts to an aging bitch who was jealous that he fucking promoted her fucking competitor's product. That's really what it comes down to. And Tati, I hope your fucking womb dried up, and because I know you're listening.
You're all dried
I
up.
hope your womb dries up and your fucking kid's retarded, bitch.
So, people jump to conclusions over absolutely nothing. Here we have a handful of teachers out of San Diego. They are foreign language teachers at a high school. They're being called out for being culturally insensitive and having poor judgment.
For what?
They had their faculty pictures taken with them wearing sombreros, and they had a mustache taped to a tongue depressor or a popsicle stick. And they took a bunch of pictures. I'm showing Ethan right now what it looks like. Just
So they're holding up popsicle sticks to their faces with mustaches on them, and they're wearing sombreros.
yeah, and they're being silly because they are they teach Spanish at the school. And now
They're all Spanish teachers.
Yes. And
Jesus fucking Christ.
And now they are being suspended for this insensitive act. And the parents of and that was what I was going to actually show you was we owe an apology to the Latinx and
no, it's not Latinx. It's Latinx.
Latinx.
Yeah, it's Latinx. That's what they call fucking like when it comes to all Latin countries.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's a new word, and then the Chicano community.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's so fucking... They're Spanish teachers. Obviously, they're not being disrespectful or doing it out of any type of malice. If anything,
No.
it might be out of fucking adoration.
Yeah. But I could see
teach
this...
Spanish. They've dedicated their life to teaching their language.
See, I could see this happening in the 90s when we were in school.
Yeah.
And it would be okay. It would be silly. It'd be funny. You'd be like, oh, look at what Mrs. So-and-so did and Mr. So-and-so. They're taking their goofy picture. And you look back and you laugh because they're wearing sombreros and they have popsicle sticks with mustaches on them.
Yeah,
but
that'd be playful and fun.
But now they are going to lose their teaching credentials and have to move on with their lives with having this, poor perspective of being, culturally irresponsible.
Yeah, this cancel culture is going to collapse on itself, and I can't wait for it. I mean, it already does all the time. Anytime some white knight typically pops up with any kind of sexual assault charges, which rears its ugly head often. All these fucking people that fucking go after others for their indiscretions, the moment they falter from that fucking narrow fucking horde fucking mentality, they get crushed too. And I can't wait for anybody listening to this that follows that shit. I can't wait till it's your turn under that bus.
Oh yeah,
I can't.
But
wait.
I think it scares people. It's kind of like putting us into a jello or a mold of some sort, to where we can't talk out. We have to be so careful about every little thing that we say and everything that we do, everything that we post, the decisions that we're making for anything. We're having to watch from all these different angles because we can't offend this group, we can't offend that group, and I can't talk this way in front of these people.
Your face made a noise
Yeah.
that I don't like.
Exactly. And it just have our younger kids seeing that and thinking that this is okay because all the adults are doing it, and they don't want to get seen as being evil or wrong. I don't know. It's making it really mucky for our future.
I agree.
Yeah.
But obviously, in the beginning of all this bullshit, some of this stuff, I guess, should have changed. I can't think of any specifics right now, but I mean, attempting to pressure society to be more sensitive to particular issues isn't the worst thing when you look at it overall. However, what they're going after is just the completely wrong things. They're going after people who just don't agree with them as if they're fucking oppressors.
Doesn't it seem childish, though?
Oh, it's absolutely childish.
It seems like a very...
It's a kid in a toy pen that's screaming at the other kids
Yeah.
because he's sitting too close to them.
Yeah.
I can't touch me. That's what it is.
Just seeing this stuff in the news is bringing me back to when I was in elementary school, and you'd have that one kid that was just always upset because they didn't get extra credit on whatever, or they didn't get the piece of pie or the piece of cake as big as what, Jimmy got.
Goddamn Jimmy.
God, fucking Jimmy.
My brother Jimmy.
Yeah, fat pig.
He's not fat.
Well, he ate all the cake. No, so but to see adults taking this type of perspective and then it's being pushed in the media, and then people are going, yeah, that's how we need to go about things. It's very, very scary.
Yeah, it's absolutely scary. But at the same time, there's so much pushback nowadays, and their fucking farm of retards is going to be in deep shit. Colleges is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because colleges is easily the farm where these fucking dumb plants sprout from.
Yeah.
And the thing is, though, is a college degree nowadays doesn't mean you're going to be making a lot more money. In fact, if you go to trade school, you're going to be crushing any of your college counterparts.
Yeah.
If you become an electrician or you become a fucking plumber.
Yeah.
And you become fucking any of that shit, you're going to be destroying.
Oh, yeah.
Any of those fucking idiots that went there for an
know
English
about it.
degree,
Yeah.
journalism degree, unless they went to a STEM.
Liberal arts.
Yeah, liberal arts, unless they got a fucking STEM degree.
Yeah.
Which is, the sciences, technology, fucking, all the shit that matters.
Yeah.
Medical, fucking all that shit.
So it depends on which field that you're going into.
Well, the thing
to
is,
get the
so
degree.
many of these fucking idiots aren't in relatable fields.
Yeah.
They take, a fucking history, or a lot of them are journalism. A
Yeah.
lot of it is journalism. Fucking that's we'll have. You know what? We should dedicate an entire episode to me just throat fucking journalists, because that's one of my biggest problems today. College kids, journalists, and your titties are basically those are the biggest problems I have today. But speaking of suspension,
Okay.
one of my other stories I wanted to bring up. This suspension is going to blow your fucking mind.
Okay.
So, a college indefinitely suspended a woman
For why?
Guess. She posted a picture to her social media. Guess what was on it?
Boobies.
No.
No?
No.
I don't know.
She went to a gun range with her and her husband and their cousin, who's a U.S. war vet.
Okay.
And the U.S. war vet obviously brought his legally purchased guns,
Yeah.
including a Glock 17, it looks like.
Yeah.
And she posed with pictures with the gun at the legal gun range. Somebody at her fucking college, just some random faggot, fucking reported her to the fucking administration, and they have indefinitely suspended her for simply posting a picture of her on Facebook with a gun.
Where's this at?
Here in California, I believe.
No.
I think so.
Fucking way.
I think so, yeah. I can
See,
look it
this
up.
is what I'm talking about,
Dude, it's fucking... She's already suing the college.
Really?
Well, number one, because it's a fucking amendment. It's
Yeah.
a fucking human right we
Yeah.
have here in the United States. It's not an illegal gun. The college said that is because she had a mean look in the picture when
Shut
she's
the
holding a gun.
fuck
Because she's looking tough with a gun.
yeah.
That's the reason they're like, it's really aggressive. I'm like, number one, she's a black woman too.
Oh.
So is that feeding more into the like hostile, aggressive black woman stereotype?
She's got
I
white
think
privilege.
so.
She's got white privilege.
Yeah. No, apparently not. Like, because the fucking college is throwing her out. That's fucking bullshit.
Are you serious?
I'm dead
Is
serious.
it Berkeley?
Hold on. Let me pull it up.
That is absolutely ridiculous. And this is what I'm talking about.
Oh, I agree.
Where is Daddy? There needs to be like I understand that we have our president, but we need to have some type of adult that can stand in front of everybody and see shit like this and say, knock it off. Just absolutely knock it off. No, she's allowed to take pictures with guns. She could post videos of her firing guns.
There's the
And
picture.
still be what? I don't like that she's pointing a gun towards the camera. That is poor gun safety.
But she's not like staring down at saying fuck Whitey or fucking fuck blood or fucking whatever. She's just excited at the range with her cousin who's an army vet and just taking some fucking goofy pictures.
White assistant principal told black students she had a mean look in quotations. Jeez Louise, man.
She's suing that college. She's going to fucking win. I hope she does. Does it say her name in that?
Let's see. Oh, so Dia, fucking name.
Let me see it.
Diamond, D-I-A.
Diamond?
Apostrophe.
Sounds like a
M-O-N.
Jamaican saying
Diamond Dallas
the man's a diamond.
is suing Florida College for violating
Florida,
her
okay.
First and 14th.
Florida?
Yeah, First
Whoa.
and 14th Amendment rights in retaliating against her violation in the Florida's Constitution. The Jacksonville Daily Report reports. Yeah, man, it's not looking too good. It's not looking good.
Well, no, she's going to fucking destroy them.
Yeah.
She's in court because they'll be like, well, they're going to try to pull the defense of like, oh, well, there's so many school shootings, we have to be proactive. Like, yeah, but you also can't violate. What is she doing? What in that picture is a threat to your fucking school? Name it. It's just a picture of her at a gun range posing with guns, a legal gun. She's a legal consenting adult at a legal gun range.
This is that
posting pictures.
This is that Band-Aid thing that I was telling you about with like
The festering wound.
Yeah, the festering wound. And see, people want to go ahead and just slap a Band-Aid on it just immediately when it doesn't really need to be there.
No.
And it sets a bad tone for everybody when you're constantly putting Band-Aids on boo-boos that don't exist. Does that make sense?
I agree.
So
That's the thing, though, is that the only reason they slap Band-Aids on it is because, not because they want to fix the wound. Really, these people can give a fuck about the wound.
Yeah.
The problem is they all want to look like a medic, is really what I'm saying. They all want to look like they're part
Savior.
of the solution.
They're fixing
and not
it.
part of the
They're
problem.
fixing it.
Yeah. Look what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Look how tolerant I am.
fuck, man. That's rough. I don't like that.
Yeah, well, colleges are getting fucked. They're getting sued left and right. That's good. I hope this woman, whatever your fucking name is, I hope you fucking destroy that college.
They should change that college's name to Dia
University.
Diamond Dallas.
Diamond University. Everything gonna be RE.
Yeah.
But
But just like with the teachers, after all these school shootings, they're just like, "Oh, the teachers need to be able to carry guns in the classroom." No, we have to back it up. back it up even
Oh,
further
we're gonna
than
get
that.
in debate. Okay, go ahead.
Back up further than that.
Okay.
We have to have proper education on what guns are meant for, what they are supposed to do. That is where you solve the problem. By handing guns to a fucking teacher right off the fucking bat, like if you just walk into a classroom and all the teachers all get Glock 19s,
yeah.
and they say, okay, now you're ready. You're ready to teach your class, and now you have a Glock in your drawer. Wrong. Absolutely wrong.
I think issuing guns to teachers who. Here's my stance, because I'm a giant gun person.
Yeah.
So you just ran right up my own hill.
Yeah.
I'm king of this hill.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw that boner. You had to tuck it underneath your
Touching
waistband.
the table. I got watch. But so the thing is though is like my stance on guns when it particularly comes to carrying. If you're legal, confident, and competent enough to carry, I think you should carry a gun.
Yeah.
If you don't, but if you like, oh, I don't want to, well then you click off confident. You're not confident enough to carry. That's fine.
Just like
I'm
we
like, but if you're legal, competent, and confident
Yeah.
enough to carry, you should be fucking carrying a gun.
Just like while we have the DMV, which I think needs to be overhauled.
Oh, wildly,
immensely.
Yeah.
Just like that, have the same thing for guns. You want to buy a Glock 19, cool. You go to the gun store, you purchase said gun. They have a training class that's localized in your county. So then you go to that county class, and then now you take multiple tests for that gun. You have to know how to clean it. You need to know how to operate the gun. You need to know what parts you can get for it and everything. And know the ins and outs of that
The safety
weapon.
for the firearm.
And if you suck at it, you don't get the gun.
Well, this is where I sit because
Instead of doing a 10-day waiting
because-
period of nothing.
here's the thing though, is like here's the sticky situation. The Second Amendment says shall not be infringed. While as much as I would love, I think me personally, I think you should have to go through a gun class to buy a gun. However, it should absolutely be free because you
Yeah.
can't make people pay for that kind of shit.
Just
I'm
get
like,
rid of some of the other fucking horse shit that we've been paying
We'll
for
just
for
subsidize
years and
it,
years.
have that government program. If people are so worried about taking guns away, which would cost millions of dollars of federal money
Yeah.
and cost countless lives
Yeah.
in the Civil War ensuing from it, then you should be okay with the government allotting money to just pay fucking people. Like veterans would volunteer to teach
That's
people gun
exactly
safety.
what I was thinking.
Veterans would volunteer, but yeah, we'll absolutely teach gun
There
safety.
you fucking go. Right there, you're taking veterans that served our country and you're giving them a good position. You pay them whatever like county workers would get because
whatever.
they're working in the county that they reside in. And then now they're teaching, passing on education.
And they feel like they're actually
employed.
contributing something incredibly
Yes.
important to society.
Absolutely.
I agree, but that would be a great job.
What the fuck are we doing here?
But the thing is like it's a Bill of Right, like it is on the Bill of Rights. It's a fucking
True.
the Second Amendment right. So if somebody's
you have
stupid,
the right to bear arms unless you're retarded.
no, but the thing is if you're retarded,
Yeah.
people can't legally search you.
What do you mean?
Like it doesn't. If you're stupid, not even retarded, if you're just stupid, they can't violate any of your other rights. Why is it just that right that you're allowed to fucking violate?
What do you mean?
So if you're a stupid person
Yes.
and you say something stupid,
Okay.
like say if you're like I don't like Jews or whatever,
Yeah.
you say something stupid, people can't arrest you for that.
No.
So why is it that's a First Amendment right?
Okay.
So why is it
freedom of
okay to
speech.
violate your Second Amendment right when it's not okay to violate your First or Fourth or Sixth or Eighth?
need to-
If you're stupid, can I
Okay.
do cruel and unusual punishment against you?
No.
Exactly. So like the thing is we have to look at it because
We need
that
to, but we
law,
need to adapt.
But I
we
understand
need
that.
to update.
But the thing is most people don't realize the Second Amendment right
Uh-huh.
is the only right that protects all the other ones.
okay.
Fucking freedom of speech doesn't protect, rules against unreasonable search and seizure. A fucking pistol does. A fucking AR-15 does. And everybody's
say-
like, oh, I love the argument, like, oh, you're going to fight the government? I was like, I don't think you understand. I was like, when I was in the military, we had a meeting where, like, they sat us in this bullshit fucking conference room, and they're like, they discussed the hypothesis if we had to go against the American people. And I mean, everybody in that fucking classroom, and there's about 60 of us in there, we're like, excuse me? And we're like, no, we're not doing it. I would show up. I would issue my gun from the armory, and I would go out on the mission, and I would immediately turn it around and point that barrel right back at you. I would get the machine gun from you, and I'd be fighting for them.
Yeah.
And like that's what everybody's like, oh, you're going to fight the military? I'm like, you don't understand. The military is not going to shoot its own people.
No.
I was like, the U.S. government is going to be majorly fucked
Yeah.
if they ever decided to go after their people. I'm like, because that's what their military is. It's a full volunteer force. It's not a fucking draft force. You know, it's not all involuntary people. It's all people who volunteer to be there, who hold pride in their country and believe in the Bill of Rights.
Even if it was drafted, they would still stand for the people.
Yes.
I would imagine.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like the only people like really I would worry about during, you know, if a civil war popped off and the government was trying to fire on its own people, the only people I'd be really worried about are the drone pilots. I don't know any of those motherfuckers. I've never met a drone pilot.
Yeah.
I've met one in passing.
Yeah.
And he seemed like a fucking nerd. I don't know anything about him.
Yeah.
And
Kind of
because
detached.
And because all those motherfuckers are working inside of an air-conditioned Connex outside of Las Vegas, flying drones halfway across the fucking planet,
Yeah.
dropping bombs on people, they're so distant and desensitized to the violence they're actually causing. Like, I don't know if those motherfuckers will fire on people, you know. But otherwise, ground foot soldiers, the 82nd Airborne, the Rangers, fucking Special Forces, all those Marines, they ain't fucking shooting up anybody. They ain't gonna show up to your fucking hometown and shoot people.
Yeah.
They're just like, you're as long as you're fighting for whatever rights that are guaranteed through you, and they see that, fucking, you've got a whole army on your side. Everybody's like, oh, well, they got nuke. I'm like, if you nuke your own country, guess what? You don't have a country anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going to happen? Say if it's just a small uprising. Say if just Oklahoma lost its shit and the U.S. government nuked Oklahoma. How the fuck do you think the other states would react to that? How do you think other veterans in other states would react to that? I'll tell you right now, my shit's loaded.
Yeah. But you don't... I'm going to reverse it back a little bit.
I forgot what we were talking about. Go ahead.
But I'd say, yes, you have the right to bear arms. I'm going to do it in the Obama voice. But you have to take these tests to show that you're competent.
Oh, we were talking about teachers carrying guns. Yeah, okay.
But you have to you have to do a test that shows that you're competent. Just like you can you have the right to go buy a car if you have money.
Well, you don't have a right to buy a car.
If you have money, you can go buy a car.
But that doesn't mean it's a right.
You could be 16. You could be. It doesn't matter who you are. If you have the right amount of money for said vehicle, you may purchase it. Correct.
Yes, but then you look at that like, okay,
And
so
you
we
may
have
own
more restrictions on guns.
You may own that car.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And you can drive that car regardless of a license. You could, if you are a little kid and you go out and you buy a car and that car is yours, you could hop in it and you can drive it. No one's stopping you. Is that correct?
No.
Yes, it is correct.
No, if you don't have a license, fucking, they don't.
Is that going to stop anybody from hopping in behind the fucking steering wheel?
Physically, nobody's going to stop
Exactly.
you. But the thing is nobody's stopping you from buying an illegal machine gun and
but
burning up through a wall.
But until you take the classes, you don't know how to operate that motherfucker. Correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you still have to go take tests and classes.
But here's the difference.
What?
Driving, owning, operating a car is not a right.
How is it not a right?
Where is it in the Constitution that you can own and operate
So
a vehicle?
if I have the money to go buy a car, someone tells me, nope, you can't.
Yeah, any dealership could say no. It's a right. It's a right to refuse service to anybody.
But I have the money.
So what? They could say no. Like, we don't like you.
Somebody's going to turn.
I don't
me
like
down.
your fucking MAGA hat.
Yeah.
Get out of my Honda dealership.
Someone could do that at a gun shop.
You can't have this Sonata, sir.
Someone could do that at a gun shop.
Yeah, we can. But guess what?
What? What is the difference?
The Second Amendment doesn't guarantee the right of a gun. It guarantees the right that we can't do anything about you having a gun.
Yes.
You and a personal person, or you and a private individual having disagreements with your transaction, totally fine. Because
that's the same thing you're talking about with a car.
what do you mean?
I'm trying to wean out the retards that are owning.
But I'm saying you can't compare cars to guns because
Why?
of the statutes behind them.
Why?
Because there's a Second Amendment.
Just because there was
for
something
guns.
that was written down a really long time ago. I understand that we have to have our own weapons. That's great. You just have to take a test that shows us that you know how to fucking work it.
While
and
I like that idea.
the majority of the people that want to buy said guns will take that test, pass it with flying colors, and have that gun in their fucking possession.
However, but like, as much as I agree with that, and I like the idea
And then it
of
would
that, I
stop
like
the
idea of
retards that are buying. And I know that there's a black market and they can get guns anyways.
No, I'm not even worried about that. What I'm talking about is, as much as I like the idea of being required to take a class,
Yeah.
However, some people just in classroom environments are fucking stupid.
True.
They're
but
fucking
that's why,
take bad tests.
But that's why the
But because you're bad in a classroom environment, we say you can't defend
But we're not
your own
talking
life.
about normal teachers here. We're not talking about normal teachers because this curriculum would be based off of the military people that we bring into it that know what gun safety is.
Well, the thing
that have an
the
idea.
difference between that though is they can fucking scream at you when you get something wrong in the military, and you can't go anywhere.
Okay.
Whereas if you go into a classroom and you're just taking this test because you want a gun, they fucking scream at you. They're probably more likely to leave.
No, but you're looking at it from
A reasonable perspective.
no,
Yes,
not
I agree.
reasonable perspective.
Thank
You're
you
looking
for
at it
saying
from
that I'm being
from
so
a
reasonable here.
Militaristic perspective.
Yeah,
But if
because that's what you're
out of
basing
the
it off on.
You're out of there, and now I'm hiring you. I need you, Mac, to come up with a curriculum to teach these people how to properly operate their weapon.
Yes.
You're a reasonable guy. You could talk to them. You figure this shit out.
I was
You
an
go-
instructor forever.
Yeah, exactly. So
But like I said, like there's a moral issue here, because somebody's stupid, they're not allowed to defend their life. I don't think that's okay.
why?
Because just because they're stupid,
So you want more stupid people to be floating around with guns?
at the same time, it's like stupid people with guns are not the ones running out there fucking smoking people all day.
True.
It's fucking
But
psychos.
it's not to
I don't think it's our place or anybody's place to tell somebody that they can't defend their life with the most reasonable and effective means available to them.
but giving guns,
A pistol is reasonable to own.
but giving guns, giving people more gun education, I feel would help the ones that I'm trying to. There's a majority of people that are kind of in the gray area, and I feel like if then that gray area is the one that's kind of caught on the edge of, do we give teachers guns? Do we not give teachers guns? Do we take away all guns?
Fuck no.
But if you give them the education, if they become aware and they're able to spread that knowledge, that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to get your knowledge. I'm trying to get the militaristic knowledge that you guys have, and then also provide jobs for those people that are done in their service. And by the way, thank you for your service. And I want those people to come over here and then give that knowledge to the people that are just being overran with propaganda, so that they could spread that as well. They could spread the knowledge to the young ones. They could spread the knowledge to the people that don't really understand.
I absolutely believe that some type of firearm safety class should be taught in public schools.
Absolutely.
Just like sex ed is. Because if you think about it, a lot of the knowledge, or whatever you want to call it, the experience when it comes to firearms kids are getting today are from shitty movies and video games. And what's happening in all those? They're shooting people. Whereas you could have somebody responsible there, teach them target practice, teach them weapon discipline, trigger discipline.
Yes.
You could teach them responsibility,
That's what I'm talking
locking
about.
methods, all this stuff. And I think it would really help. Because back in the day, like when there was way less fucking shootings, they did teach fucking marksmanship in schools.
Yeah.
They had a row of
you
kids
had
laying down
respect.
shooting 22s.
You had respect for the weapon. You realized what that weapon was and what it could potentially do. Because you have a lot of people out there that think, oh, if I have a gun and I shoot somebody one time, they're dead and they fall to the ground because they've been watching too many movies.
Yeah.
That's not the case. So people get upset when cops unload a clip, reload, and start shooting again. There's guys that have been hit 8, 12 times and they're still moving.
That's called bad shot placement.
True, but it's possible that's something that happens. Is that
Incredible. If someone's hit 9 times, like it's incredible. Even if I
There
shot
was-
you in the
there was
arm
lady-
9 times,
There was
like,
the lady and her daughter that were running the liquor store, and the black dude came in there to rob them, and he had a little pistol, and she shot him multiple times, unloaded, reloaded, shot him again, and that dude went all the way to the hospital and received medical attention. Yes, was she a bad shot? Obviously,
yeah, she
but
hit him with, like
he was
she hit him with like the fingernail, the tip of his hair,
Yeah.
his ear pierced both his ears.
but he was tagged.
a bunch of times.
bunch of
But she
times
was
and
probably
survived.
carrying a fucking 22 or like a 25.
Sure. And if she went to your marksman class, she probably would have been able to, save a couple of dollars on ammunition.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Some people are just bad shots.
True.
But
But I
mean,
definitely think in our public education system that there should be some type of
but the
gun
thing
safety.
Is, but the bottom line is about arming teachers. Is schools
That's
are
not helping. That's not helping.
Listen to this.
Okay.
All right. Bottom line is schools are a fucking rich, soft target.
Mm-hmm.
They are target rich when you're a fucking psycho who wants to end people who are particularly in your life causing you pain or grief, and that social setting in a school is the main reason for what you believe to be all your problems. That should be a hard target. There's fucking armed guards at banks just to protect your money.
Yeah.
But when it comes to protecting people's children, oh no, we don't give a fuck.
See, I didn't have a problem at my high school when they started having the police. They would have
The resource officer, yeah.
Yeah, but they would rotate them, right? It was like part of their.
But there needs to be like we said, like veterans,
Yeah.
that are floating around.
There you
Like
go.
if you just throw a couple of veterans at your school with vests and an AR-15, fucking,
Yeah.
they would love to guard your school.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, I would love doing that. Just fucking being at that elementary school or junior high or high school. Just
Yeah.
fucking, I'm strapped to the gills, you know. But like, you know. But like, you know, I would feel an immense amount of responsibility and pride that I'm protecting
How
these children.
awesome would that be? I would have liked that in elementary or even in high school. You know, they have the narcs that go in the
you
golf
know-
carts that
you know
drive
what?
around.
Seeing a figure like that,
Yeah.
with an AR-15 or whatever kind of rifle you decide, whatever.
Yeah.
But seeing a person like that with the responsibility and treating his weapon with respect would probably imprint on you to treat the same weapons with
Absolutely.
respect. But however, everybody, when the arming teacher thing came up, we just said like we should arm teachers. That doesn't mean the fucking federal government should spend all this money buying Glocks and then issue them to teachers.
No.
And I got in a debate about this right when like Trump started talking about that shit. Was they were saying like, we can't do it, it's too much money and no teacher wants to carry a gun. I'm like, don't even do that. Just say to teachers, if you have a gun and you took the classes to get your CCW, you're allowed to carry. How about that?
But you can't get a CCW in California.
No, because we're faggots. That's why. It's particularly in our county.
Yeah.
Yes. But, you know, the county where my car registration is, not so much.
Nice.
But they, you know, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm just saying, like, because the thing is if you want a CCW, that's an entirely different thing from just buying a pistol.
Yeah.
And like what we were talking about, stupid people. Like, because
So
stupid people
isn't that an infringement on your
keep
rights?
to bear arms. Yes, I agree. But
Yeah.
like the thing is back in the day when they wrote that shit, you weren't even allowed to conceal carry. You had to open carry.
Which I don't have a problem with.
No, open carry is fucking stupid.
Was it scary?
It's not scary. It makes you like imagine
Makes
you're
you
at
a target?
Makes you absolutely a fucking target. Imagine if you're at a gas station.
Yeah.
You're just a normal friendly guy, fucking, but you have a gun because
then
you're a good shot. But then you're at the gas
And
station.
then everybody sees that guy with the gun.
Well, the thing is, you're at a gas station, you go get your fucking bangs
Yeah.
or whatever your fucking Monster or energy drinks you're getting, and
Yeah.
you go to walk up to the counter, and some motherfucker's in there robbing that place, and then you've got 2, 3, 4 energy drinks in your hand, and you look up, and that motherfucker turns around, he looks at
he's
you,
gonna pop
and
you.
sees that gun on your hip. He's gonna fucking drop you
But they don't have that problem in Texas.
because they conceal carry.
A lot of guys open carry out there.
No,
No?
I walked around Texas a lot. Fucking nobody's just walking like they carry guns on them. A lot of Texans have guns on them,
Yeah.
but you can't fucking see them.
So it's just the idea that everybody knows that potentially anyone at any point in time is carrying a gun.
They got a gat.
Yeah.
That nigga got a gat.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the thing. It's like open carry is the dumbest fucking thing on the planet.
Okay.
It really is, because back in the day it was about honor system. It's like, I shall do you, sir, and slap you in the face with a glove.
Sure.
You know. But nowadays, like when we just have a totally deteriorated societal fabric where
Yeah.
people don't give a fuck about their neighbor, it's more about being incognito.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, concealed
No, I
carry
don't have
is
a
a
problem
great idea. And if you're legal, competent, and confident enough to carry a gun, I want you to.
Why would California take that away, though?
Because it's they're
I
fucked now.
said-
There's a lot of shit going through the courts because they said that California flat out banned open carry.
Yeah.
On the
What about concealed?
condition that they would open up concealed carry. But over the years, it's clearly demonstrated that they're not issuing concealed carries. So now they're back in the courts and they're fucking losing their case. And if they don't fucking start opening concealed carry fucking permits, they're gonna lose their case and people are gonna start open carrying constitutionally. And California does not want that.
So what is, yeah, because
they're gonna be fucked if they don't start issuing CCWs. And listen to me, California, you faggots, give us our fucking CCWs.
Those undesirables are gonna be
Cops show
terrifying.
up after fucking people are shot.
Yeah.
Do you want people to stop it? That's what happens.
All those undesirables are going to be terrified.
The thing is like everybody's like, oh, like everybody's like, oh, you're like everybody's like, oh, you want CCW so you can shoot black people? Like they had like all those fucking anti-gun people. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Not all of them.
Jesus Christ. No, I want black people to carry guns.
Yeah.
In fact, those are some of the most vulnerable people that should. And in fact, it would keep their fucking noses clean, some of them. Because if you knew that you could absolutely carry a gun legally and safely and protect your own life and those that you love, as long as you fucking stayed legal, competent, and confident, mainly legal, you would probably not do as much stupid shit. So in those, like, not even black communities, just crime-ridden communities.
So what's to stop somebody if they do get their CCW and then someone that doesn't, and they have their strap on their waistband of their sweatpants, and then you have your
holster?
Your holster.
Well, the thing is with CCWs is, like, they tell you have to have a holster.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
But well, you can go ahead and push that button if you'd like.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that's the Second Amendment debate to me. For teachers anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not saying give every teacher a gun, because you've seen the videos where teachers talk about, like, if I had a gun, I'd fucking shoot a student. I saw that video recently. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm just saying the teachers who do carry or want to carry,
Yeah.
just fucking allow them to. And I'm not saying open carry. God, no.
Yeah.
Don't let your students know
No,
that
no,
you
no.
have a gun. But conceal carry.
All right.
That's it.
I can agree on that.
You want to end here?
Sounds good to me.
Probably should. It's a fucking hour long. All right, everybody.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.